Alright, welcome back to the Supercoach Nuff channel. In this video we're going to do the Fantasy Premier League review for game week 12. And as you can see, a bit of a bounce back, and I'm sure everyone else is in the same boat after last week, with 81 points in the end, which is pretty good, probably better than I anticipated. But about a millionth for the game week, and back up around the 225k mark, so I think that's about 100,000 up from last week, so that's a pretty good sort of reduction in the rank number. So let's have a look at the team. I haven't had too close of a look at this, to be honest, so I only just logged in. So Ariola with 2 points, guessing 1 goal conceded. I don't know, so 2 goals conceded but 3 saves. So a busy game for him against Forest. Simicast with 15, did not expect that. I know they got a clean sheet, but 2 assists from Simicast and 3 bonus points. You beauty. We'll have a bit of that. Cash with 2, Trippier 1, Gabriel 2, so guess not much else going on along the back line there. Had Salah as captain this week, and he got 32, so I could have gone with him or Haaland in the end and got the exact same score. As you can see, I guess we don't need to talk much about the other guys, because Haaland was the other man who did all right. 2 goals and an assist, 3 bonus points, lovely. So Salah must have been 2 goals and assists, the clean sheet, and he got 3 bonus points. So I thought, did Simicast get 3? How does that work? Must have had the same number of bonus points. There you go. Brilliant. We'll have that. Alvarez got an assist, I guess. Yeah, 5 points. Lovely. Did have Madison on the starting team. Obviously, didn't see this, that he's out for 2 months. So I guess this week we had the 2 trades for sure. We did lose one, but who cares? We don't really need to worry about it now. So Mbuemo was the sort of automatic sub, got 2 points. You know, Kabore Archer wouldn't have done us much better, to be honest. And yeah, so I guess leading into, I'll actually have a look at the team of the week, just out of interest. So Neto in goal for Bournemouth did well. What did he do? Clean sheet against Newcastle, 5 saves. Mint. Lindelof with 15 as well. He must have done something sort of similar to. He scored the goal against the Luton. Nice one. Zinchenko with 10. That's a decent return for him. Trossard, I saw he was pretty well involved. A goal and an assist. At 6.5, that's very tempting. Sarabia, not heard much about him. Played 3 minutes, got a goal and an assist. There you go. No wonder I haven't heard much about him. He's barely played. He's come out and cracked an 11. How many people would have had him, I wonder? Can you see? Oh, yep. 0.1%. Well done if you had him, I suppose. Decore, yeah, less than 1% owned. Ward Prowse has been going well. Could be an intriguing option. Haaland, obviously, and Solanke doing the business. Couple of goals, both goals against Newcastle. Fantastic. Cool. So that was I guess, the team of the week. Highest scoring team this week. What did they do? So they played their bench boost, which would help. Scored some nice points on their bench, but Captain Haaland had Salah, had Simicast, Saliba, Dallo, Pyro, all solid. Fantastic. Good stuff. Alright, so I guess in terms of our team, you know, we've got the 2 trades. It is the international break, so we don't have to do it early, but I think with the moves I want to make, I'm happy to lock in the price before price changes and stuff. Probably part of the reason why I'm recording this on the Monday rather than the regular Tuesday. Partly because we can, but partly because I want to get the trades out of the way. So I think the obvious one out is Madison. We have some options. You know, we could go like for like with Jared Bowen. He's been scoring pretty well. Like some, what, 5 goals in the last seven. It's a pretty decent return. He's 8 goals for the season. Nice run of fixtures: Burnley, Palace, Spurs. Like that's nice and green right through till Christmas time. So we could definitely look at that as an option. I think we're just priced out of Saka, so we'd have to find point 0.5 somewhere. And I guess it is possible, but we would be cutting some corners there maybe. Douglas Luiz, I'm not particularly interested in. Sterling, Chelsea's sort of turned their form around a bit, but some difficult fixtures. He's dropped back in price, so don't know what's happened there. Maybe not popular. Guess the rough fixture perhaps. But after Arsenal, it sort of does open up fairly nice for them, so could be worth considering. Ward Prowse we've discussed, so probably on the second page is my preferred option at the moment, and that's Cole Palmer. So at 5.1, obviously, a lot of his goals come down to penalties, but the fact he's on penalties means that he's always that chance. And he is that creative sort of outlet for them too. So you can see in the last couple of game weeks, Man City excluded, 0.37 assists expected against Tottenham, did get one assist, 0.56 against Brentford without getting one. No, sorry, that's goals involvements. There you go. So, yeah. So, like 0.41. So he has got that sort of threat, I suppose. He's averaging 1 goal involvement, although, again, a lot of that is through penalties. But if you're the nominated penalty taker, then you're always a chance. So, I guess, and also getting a couple of bonus points and stuff as well, which is pretty handy. Um, so, yeah, and I guess at the end of the day, it's the price as well. 5.1 is a really nice price. For basically someone who's expected to be an occasional bench rotation option at City, and now he's basically one of the main men at Chelsea. So for that reason, I'm thinking we bring him in. That gives us 3 million to spend. So we have a couple of different plays. We could, go from Embuemo, who admittedly went as well as he could have been expected against Liverpool with half a goal and assist expected. They've got Arsenal this week, which is another tough one, but then their draw opens right up. So I think we need to hold Embuemo for that reason. It does blank in game week 18, but we've got a lot of ground to cover before that anyway. So I think we hold him. Um, and then after that, it's probably a decision in the forwards whether we upgrade Alvarez to Ollie Watkins. So I might have to go back to the top of the list here. So Ollie Watkins, who is a clear second in the forward category. Obviously Alvarez is third, so there would be that trade-off, and also the price. But then I guess we look Spurs in the next one, which without Romero isn't the scariest. Bournemouth's good, then Man City, Arsenal. So is it worth the investment at this point? Particularly because we would have to sell Alvarez to make that happen. We haven't quite got enough to go from Archer, so I don't think we do that. So I think what we can look at doing is getting out of Archer. He's been good. He's scored a goal. He's pretty much playing the 90 minutes. But the fact that, he's only scored 2 goals this season, despite being a starter, you can see the expected goals per 90 is not great. He really is just that bench fodder that could jag us a goal on occasion. So I think we can do better, particularly with the money we've got. So let's have a look at our options. We've got 7.5 to spend, so we can even sort it by that to make life easier. So a few options there. You can see Solanke obviously in a bit of form. He's playing 90 minutes, more likely to score a goal, it would seem, than Archer, but Bournemouth don't excite me. Nunez is interesting. It looks like he's had a few decent starts. Whether that will continue, I'm unsure. But they do have Man City next game week, so we might just not go there this week. But we always have that option given the price range. Nketiah didn't start this week, so I think Jesus is back. So probably not worth that investment. Visa, not doing that great. Occasional goal, but that's fine. Edward, yeah, not really interested. Nick Jackson, so obviously the hat trick against Tottenham, another goal against Man City. Still got a bit of a rough draw, but we have brought in Palmer despite that. And then, the draw does open up nicely. So here's one I am thinking about bringing in. After that, you can see it's all the sort of cheaper options or the lowest scoring options. So I guess, if that's the way we're looking at going of upgrading, we'll probably try and target Jackson. The other option, I suppose, is we try and find a way to get to Ollie Watkins. So by doing another trade this week, is there any other Villa players here just to compare? Duran, here we go. Yeah, so I guess we don't need to throw the money up for a few weeks, really. So maybe not really worth it. But I guess the option that just has sprung to mind and depends on the numbers, which looks like it would work, is if we go from Gordon up to Saka, which would be very nice. So Gordon's doing okay to be fair. Nice value option. Newcastle do have a nice run of fixtures. Although when you sort of sprinkle Chelsea, Man United, Spurs in there, they're probably not really a three. Although at home, maybe Chelsea and Man United are a three. So that is an option. That is definitely very intriguing. Mbuemo, we've talked about. Do we trade him to Son? Saka rather. Get after this fixture. It's a nice run. I really don't know what to do. I don't think we've missed out on any defenders really. Like, yeah, so that's a max price. So, yeah, like if we look at the guys we've got, Cash. Uh, After that, there's not much in the top page. But I guess these guys aren't really being drastically outscored by any of these guys. So, don't think there's anything there. Goalkeepers we're doing okay. Like Allison, of course, would be the way to go, but yeah, Johnston. I mean, for extra point four, not really worth wasting a trade. So just go back 7.7. We can't get to Saka in one trade, can we? No. Only got 8.1 available. So whichever way we slice it, we've got to do two trades to bring him in. Do we just get on Bowen? As we said, Chelsea do have a bit of an awkward run, whereas, other than maybe Spurs away, it's a pretty decent run into Christmas time for Bowen, and he's in form. So ownership like, so about 30% owned for Bowen. Palmer is at 6.7, so I still a bit more of a differential, I suppose, to go with Palmer. I reckon what we'll do is we'll do the one trade now, because I guess the other thing is we are on international break, so things can happen over the next 2 weeks with international players getting injured, that sort of deal. But I guess for the sake of the video, we'll just do a quick sort of setup of where we're at. Um, so I guess the difficulty is that these guys play each other next round. So do we maybe move the captaincy on to Son, playing at home to Villa? Let's have a look at Matty Cash just to get an idea of how Villa's defence has been. Yeah, so conceding goals. Yeah, so even this clean sheet they did concede against Luton. Yeah, I guess with Spurs' sort of attacking approach, it might be a sneaky sort of VC type option or captaincy option. I guess Haaland at home will probably get the nod. And again, we've got 2 weeks, so I might just set this up just for something different. I think maybe Simicast will avoid because I think there will be goals both ways. Man City and Liverpool are too good to not score against each other, I think. Famous last words. Yeah, so Alvarez probably over Archer, that's fine. Simicast, yeah. So I think we'd set up like that, the 3-5-2. Goalkeeper of Brentford, or yeah, the home match will go with Turner. Well, actually, Burnley, probably not. Swap that around. Areola can stay in this week. So Chelsea at home, yep. Cool. A lot of our players playing each other, so it'll be interesting to see how that all shakes out. Hopefully, a high scoring week. But we'll save the team for now, and we'll have a look over the next 2 weeks and see where we're at. Just put the team in there. So I guess that's it for the video. If you've got any thoughts, comments, feel free to add them below this video in the usual spot. If you like the Fantasy Premier League stuff, remember give the videos a like. Subscribe to the channel for all the other fantasy content with NFL, uh, NBL, the BBL will be kicking off soon enough. But other than that, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll hit the outro.